Welcome back to this playthrough for Wing Commander 4, and this one's going to be probably a quick video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the, I've already loaded my save here for the Silenos system when we sided with the Border Worlds early on. So I'm on the Silenos system, and this will be mission D2, and I think this is when I talk to Pliers, and so we're going to look at mostly negative conversations, if not all negative responses to these conversations. So let's go ahead and fire it up real quick and see what we get. Wait, this is galley. There we go, hangar bay.
Yeah, that'll work fine. Well, if it ain't the new con-fed flyboy, fighting on our side, huh?
Yeah. Name's Blair.
Well, hooray. Guess that means we're gonna win this thing after all, right? Welcome aboard, kid. Chief Tech Robert Sykes. You can call me Pliers.
Thanks, Pliers.
I haven't seen one of those birds in quite a while. Not up close, anyway.
Yeah, I bet you worked on plenty of them.
Oh, yeah. Used to pull Kilrathy whiskers out of the intakes for kids like you. Yeah, I could do a few things with that baby. Hey, don't let these gray hairs fool you, kid. I can still perform miracles with nothing more than a socket driver and a pile of junk parts.
Looks to me like you kind of have to.
Yeah. Plus, I can tweak those birds way beyond the specs those egghead engineers come up with.
Here's a guy they should have put out to pasture.
I don't know. Specs are specs, Chief. Those engineers must have their reasons.
Hey, there's gonna come a time you're gonna need that extra juice of mine, kid. Trust me.
Okay. There's that. And we're not going to do that one yet. So now we're going to go to mission D3. This one. A couple of optional conversations. Apparently only the Pliers one is a negative conversation, but I'll double check the storage hole, make sure I didn't miss that one as well.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Well, don't you look like the cat who ate the canary? Feathers and all.
Well, I guess maybe you're right. You know those con-fed fighters you boys flew in on? Well, they made for a mighty fine meal.
Meaning...
I just got done stripping them down for parts.
I knew this guy was trouble.
without authorization.
My job's to keep the birds we got flying. How I do it is my business, kid. Besides, you think the Border Worlds commander's got surplus parts just laying around? You ain't flying for confet no more, kid.
Well, he was none too happy with me. Let's check this one real quick. Okay, now I remember talking to them. Alright, so that's it for this system. What's the D system? Oh yeah, Silenos. I knew that. I was just there. And then so now we're going to go to the Orestes system, and there's a couple of conversations here that have negative responses. So let us load that up. One. There's only 2 missions here. Okay, I guess I gotta go through this one first. So let me go ahead and skip through this one real quick, and I will see y'all momentarily. Alright, here we go. Talking with Panther.
You look lost in your thoughts.
It's never gonna end, is it?
What?
I spent 7 years fighting the Karathi. And then I thought it was over and humanity was united, right? Now I'm taking aim on people who used to be my allies?
Come on, Colonel. We're just pilots. We don't get to choose the enemy. How'd you become a flyer?
I ran away from home when I was still a teenager. Fell in with some privateers. But the only good thing to come of that was learning to fly. Signed on with Confed when the Karathi moved in on my home system. How about you?
Yeah, I thought I could stay away, but this is all I know how to do.
We are smart people. We should be able to think of something better to do than all this killing.
She's dreaming.
I like killing.
Get used to it, Colonel. There's a lot more killing to come before we make things right.
Big jerk. Alright, let's load mission E2. This one, I think there's 2 conversations. Yeah, this is pretty much all negative. Guess we'll start with Hawk.
What? Oh. I'm awake.
Yeah, sure you are.
It's just that the last couple days I haven't had much of a chance to sleep.
Yeah. Well, nobody has, but you gotta try the hold.
Oh, no. Eisen tells me a Confed pulled you out of retirement. What's it like being back?
Now, you know, back in the cockpit with the enemy in my sights, everything's crystal clear.
Yeah. Till the recent trouble, I almost missed the Kilrathi. Didn't you enjoy blasting cats?
Yeah,
This guy's bloodthirsty.
yeah, I did.
Only to put an end to it.
But didn't you relish the kill?
There's no joy in killing.
It's not in the killing. It's in the winning.
Get some coffee, Hawk.
Yeah.
Alright, now to go tick off Pliers again. Wait. Wrong area.
What is this?
One of our MIPs.
Myth.
Manned insertion pod. Little gimmick I stole about a year ago from some Confed testing site when no one was looking.
Never heard of it.
Of course not. Takes them guys forever to release new technology. With all their red tape about safety and such.
Definitely not for claustrophobic types.
Oh, it's a snug fit. But it's just a thing for squeezing folks into a spot where a shuttle might be too big or attract too much attention. See that? Latches right onto the target. Then laser cuts a hole so the guy inside can crawl right through.
Lock and launch procedure?
Just like firing an MREC. Of course, the fellow in there has got to release the safety first. And he's pretty much on his own with minimal steerage.
Minimal.
Enough to dock at the target, and then fly back out to where you can tractor him in. And it gets pulled right back to one of your hard points. They can fire it again if you need to. Let me show you something else. Well, the Kilrathi always had us beat on cloaking, right? And along came the Excalibur. Of course, I never got my hands on one of those. But I've been putting two and two together in my leisure time, and I came up with this little thing. Now, I won't give you a complete cloak, but it should be pretty effective in hiding you from the radar.
Any downside?
Well, nothing's perfect, right? Number one, it runs on a very rare crystal. Got a short half-life. So it could burn up pretty quick. That means you might come uncloaked at, shall we say, a potentially inconvenient time.
Number two?
Number two. I only got one of them. And a wingman who ain't cloaked won't do you much good. So if you want to use it, you gotta fly solo.
I can't trust this guy.
What do I look like, a test pilot?
I thought you looked like a pilot that had some spine. Can't judge a book by its cover, I guess.
He doesn't mince words, does he? All right. So yeah, this video is pretty much every negative conversation option. These weren't alternate conversation options. They were all pretty much negative choices. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. Relatively short and sweet. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Take care.